Nate, I'm at a point in my life where I feel like money just keeps slipping away. Like my finances every single month, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. I keep spending the same amount and it's not growing. How can I grow my bank account? How can I get to a place of abundance where I don't feel as scarce? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, one of the biggest things when it comes to just your finances, and I'm no financial guru, I'm not a coach or anything like this. The stuff that I share with you is stuff that I'm able to apply in my life that I've used personally, that I've seen results, right? It might be different for somebody else, somebody that might be an expert, but understand for me personally, having a structure with what comes in, so the amount that you're making, and having a structure based off of percentages. So X amount percentage goes towards giving, X amount of percentage goes towards rent, utilities, and bills, and then X amount of percentage goes towards food, personal expenses, whatever other kind of actual logical making sense of expenses it go towards. Maybe you got to take care of child support or something like that. Understand that having structure within your financial game is extremely crucial because it is a game. Your finances is pretty much a game. And are you winning your financial game? A lot of us aren't. A lot of us, we don't know what to do with our money, let alone if we have the money. That's why money is such an interesting topic to bring about, and people get uncomfortable about it and they won't talk deep about it because they just simply are scared to talk about money. Because chances are they're in a ton of debt. They grew up with not having a lot of money, so they got accustomed to that. 3, they don't live in an abundant mentality. How can I talk about that? Because I've been through it. I've been through it where, having next to nothing to your name, that sucks. But it's also motivating because it's like, man, if I'm this low or however low that you classify yourself, maybe you have thousands upon thousands of debt. Maybe you're in 6 figures worth of debt. Maybe you're millions of dollars in debt. But the main mentality that you need to have is you can get yourself out of it. Guys, financial debt and being in an extremely tough spot financially, that causes so many headaches and that causes people to commit suicide. Literally, I don't know what the statistics or the numbers are, but what I want you to get out of this is you need to create a structure. Identify where your money's going towards. Are you spending way more money on food than what you need to be? You don't need to go out to eat a fancy dancy steak every single night and spend hundreds of dollars every single night. You don't need to have alcohol every single night, right? Again, you live your life. I'm here to simply tell you what's worked for myself and us personally when it comes to growing ourselves. Some of us have subscriptions that have been on autopilot for months, let alone years, that we simply don't use. And when you calculate those $15, $10, $20, $50, some of y'all have hundreds of dollars. That's crazy because some people have thousands of dollars worth of subscriptions on a monthly basis and they just let them ride and they don't even use them. I've spoken to people about that. They're like, oh shoot, I have a subscription that I've had for months and let alone years that I've just never used. I better cancel that, right? But I mean, the people that have thousands of dollars worth of subscriptions, they are pretty well off, but it's like, that's still money that can be saved by canceling that. And again, it's just by structuring it. And most importantly, taking the time to write down, okay, this is going towards my car insurance. This is going towards my car in general. This is going towards rent, my water bill, gas bill, gym membership. You're writing this stuff down and there's power to writing this down. And then with whatever you have left over, okay, now I can put this towards, maybe I want to get my car souped up, looking good. Maybe I want to spend some extra money on clothes, on books, instead of being in debt and scarce. So again, structure your finances. And if you personally don't want to spend the time to do it, find somebody that is good at structuring finances. There's plenty of people out there. My golly, you could find somebody on Fiverr, for crying out loud, that can do it for you. Quit doing all these jobs yourself. I made a video about this. Hire a team, especially if you have finances to do so. Hire people to do this for you. You don't need to dedicate hours on hours doing your taxes, hours on hours doing your own bookkeeping, hire somebody to do that. Yeah, you might spend a little bit more on one paycheck than what you're used to, and you might not be able to eat out a couple or a few days compared to what you're used to. But it's like, yo, you're making your life so much more easier. You have more time to spend with your family, more time to spend with your kids, more time to spend on your business. And the amount of freedom that you have because of that simple change of you getting your finances straight, and the amount more abundance and gratitude that you'll have because of that, it's endless, okay? So again, get your finances in order. If you don't have a structure, I highly encourage you to have a structure. You have a lot more fun, not just with your money, but you have a lot more fun at this game we call life, all right? Structure, ladies and gentlemen.